Presentment kind of came into effect with looking at a lot of work that was going on campus and really seeing how students were reacting to the idea of the self-portrait, which is traditionally a very academic thing going on in schools right now. And we really wanted to kind of talk about that and push it to another level. So we kind of brought teachers together to jury the work, and concourse came together as a group to curate the work as well. And I think we came out with a really interesting idea of what self-portraiture is in art and why it's important to the artist. So pretty happy with the show.
This is my piece. It's called Nothing to Hide. This piece is more about the stripping back the layers of how I present myself daily. Since I was in about middle school, I started having problems with acne with my skin, and I've always felt kind of ashamed with that. And part of the reason is because my mother has been involved in skincare, and I've always been very self-aware of what my outer appearance is. So I've usually felt ashamed when I had a blemish on my face, and I realize now that it's almost sort of silly to want to hide this so badly, because there are a lot of people out there that have the same problem. This piece itself is very therapeutic for me. They're self-portraits, photographic self-portraits that I've taken the process of myself before, in the process of removing my makeup, and then the after piece, which is me stripped of my makeup entirely. I work sort of in the commercial world, but I have a lot of more fine art concepts that I'm trying to tie into these things like advertising clothes and stuff. So storytelling is something that is very important to me, and that in my senior year at CCAD, that is something that I'm trying to really hone in on those skills and develop that.
I was on vacation this summer, and I was at the beach in Maryland, and I kept noticing the shape between people's legs, the negative space, and it kind of turned into like this silhouette where like the light would shine through, and I was really inspired to capture that void. So I started experimenting with these materials, and I started out with clay, and this is like the first go around for this piece, but I really just wanted to capture this space, and it's like turning the void into a metaphorical body part, and each one is completely different. For this one, it started with just packing the clay around this PVC pipe, and then I wanted to use my legs as the tool to manipulate the material, so I was squeezing it and compressing it. And so for the second one, I saturated the clay with water so it would be malleable, and then I was just able to squish it more. And for the third one, I stood in place and packed the clay in and kind of pulled it up and molded it to the shape of my legs. Right now I'm focused on using my own body as a tool in a lot of my artwork. I reference the body, but particularly my own, just kind of dealing with issues of identity and personal experience.
It's a relief print. The entire piece is about sort of aggression and self-destruction type of idea, so I think the red and the black kind of work well with that. I used the linoleum block to carve all of it out and then run it through the press. I used a black ink and a red and orange. This is the first relief print that I've done with the linoleum block, and so a lot of it was trying to figure out how I could make the lines work, trying to use that aggression and capture that in it so I can make some of the lines look a little bit more angry and aggressive and a little bit more of them, some of them more smooth and rounded out. All of my work ends up capturing body and sort of the way that I approach things or the way that I feel about a lot of my behaviors and past experiences. The figure is always in all of my work, and this is also heavily seen in some of the paintings that I work on.